Welcome back to our one pose a day for 100 days. Thanks for coming back. Today's practice or pose is going to be eagle pose. It's a balancing pose, but it's something that you could choose to do sitting in the chair and just sitting up nice and tall as your start of your build up to standing eagle pose. Optional to have a block as well to help with our balance and getting into the pose. So let's get started. Start in a nice standing position or sitting in your chair, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take the arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale, draw your palms overhead, and exhale, lowering. Continuing, raise the head, look up towards the hands. Exhale your chin to your chest. Letting yourself arrive to your one pose practice today. Let everything else outside go. Let's take one more nice big breath as you draw the palms overhead. Exhaling, palms together and down. All right. So remember, you can use the chair either for sitting in the chair. Sit forward in the chair if you choose that. And then you can cross your legs depending on how we cross our legs. Or you can use the back of the chair to allow you to use for a little bit of balance and stability as we come into the pose. So let me demonstrate the pose, the position, and then we'll practice together and how we use the block. So I'll stand next to the chair just as an option to use for balance. And then we'll step with our feet together, and I'm choosing to have the block outside, which I'm mirroring you, will be your left foot if the chair is on the right. I'm going to take my right leg and cross it over the left and place the ball of my foot on the block. So that just lifts the floor a little bit higher. And then I'm going to bend that standing leg, your left leg, and sitting back like we're in a chair pose, like I'm sitting down onto a chair. Now as I do that, I want to think about my belly button drawing in and my tailbone lengthening to try and keep my shoulders stacked right over my hips when we get into the pose. Now, that will be our leg position. I'm going to come out of it and show the arm position. So I'll come a little closer. We'll take the arms wide, and I'm going to cross my right arm over my left and give myself a nice big bear hug, either grabbing the shoulders or the arms wherever you're at. And let those elbows and arms rest together. So this is one position. You can stay here, or I can raise my elbows, bring the tops of my arms together and the backs of the hands or tops of the hands together as well. Then I think of lifting the elbows slightly. Now, option is here as we start to, if your wrists are really flexible, we can bind our wrists or our hands. Totally optional. As long as you can let the fingers and palms press together. Too many times we're in class and our wrists are all bent and just crooked and we're straining our wrists here. Really no reason to do that. Have the palms together. Think of the fingertips pointing straight up to the ceiling. And then we think about the elbows pressing gently a little bit away and lifting just a tiny bit up, no higher than shoulder height. And that's the arm position. But remember, you can also stay with your arms wrapped here until the shoulders start to open a little bit more to give you some space. So I'll start near the chair. Maybe if you're using the chair, have it on your right side so we're mirroring each other. And the block is outside the left foot if we're using it. If you're not using the block, your foot will be on the floor, and I'll demonstrate that as well. But let's start together. Feet together. Stand nice and tall. We'll take that right leg and cross it over the left. Place the ball of your foot either on the block, and I'll show an example, or I bend my knee and place the tip of the toe on the floor. Now, pause here. Think of your belly button drawing in, your tailbone lengthening. Notice the shoulders want them stacked right over your hips. Now, think about that foot either on the block or the floor, just tucking in a little bit tighter into that calf. Another option here to bind that foot around, but not required. Just depends on the knees and how tight the thighs and the hips are. Completely just tuck it in or rest it on the floor or the block. Now, take the arms. If you need to use the chair for balance, that's fine. We'll bring that inside arm, cross it over and grab the opposite shoulder. You can think about that elbow lifting. If we want to try both arms, we take the arms wide. So you're crossing opposite arm, your right arm over your left. Lift the elbow slightly. Stay here or bring the tops of the arms together. Stay here or bind that arm. Remember, don't crane your wrists. Woo, if you fall out, that's okay. Tucking that foot in, and we pause and we hold here. If you come out of it, that's okay. As you can notice, I'm a little bit wobbly, talking and moving and trying to make sure I'm demonstrating properly, all challenging to the balance. If I step my foot down, that's okay. I find my grounding. See, we all do it. Find your stability. Notice in the pose, when we're doing something challenging, we hold the breath or shorten it. Try to find that ease in the pose. Nice even breath. And then we'll come on out and unwind. Find your nice grounding, sitting tall in your chair, standing on the floor. Take another nice breath. Maybe circle out the shoulders. And pause. All right, if you're using the chair, take it to the other side. To your left, so your left hand is on the chair, and then the block is just outside the right foot. So you don't want to be right on top of your chair. Give yourself a little bit of space, and the feet start together. Find your nice grounding of your feet, your shoulders, your hips are all stacked. And then this time, let's start with a little bend in the knees, like we're sitting in a little soft chair. Cross that left knee over the right, either foot on the block or the floor, or tuck that toe, your toe in around the calf. Maybe you can sit a little bit deeper in your chair, but keep your shoulders stacked right over your hips. Find your balance. Maybe just the outside arm or both. Find a nice focal point on the floor or the wall ahead of you. This time we're crossing left arm over right. Bringing the tops of the arms together. Maybe focusing your awareness either on your elbow crease or the floor ahead of you. Lifting the elbows slightly, pressing them away from your body. Find that nice grounding through your standing foot. Imagining you're an eagle perched up high on the mountains. Can you find that ease in your eagle pose or Garudasana pose? Find a nice even breath. On your next inhale, fly out of the cube, come all the way up. Whew, find your nice grounding. Palms together. Let's take a nice closing breath together. Arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale. Exhale your palms together and down. And I thank you all for joining this one pose practice today. So glad to be back with you. If you have any questions, please put your comments in the comment box. Subscribe if you haven't. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.